want a man, you better do something about that hair y'all don't. No man want no nappy-headed woman. If you want a job, you better do something. So I have a perm. I am today's black woman. Stop lying. You know that TV job you got don't want no nappy-headed folks sitting up in through there.
There is something seemingly unkept about wild, kinky, coarse, in other words, nappy hair. I've always had a relaxer because according to my mother, my hair was too nappy to manage. The women in my family have to have straight hair, and the longer the better. So relaxers have become a major part of my life and my image. Historically, black hair did not have its own beauty because it didn't fit the ideal or white standard of beauty. And still today, the black community tends to uphold and judge and therefore force others to meet the same standards forced upon them. Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye warns us of the internal destruction and consequent madness that comes from a little black girl's desire and failure to achieve these standards, further disappointing her community.
This soil is bad for certain kinds of flowers. Certain seeds it will not nurture. Certain fruit it will not bear. And when the land kills of its own volition, we acquiesce and say the victim had no right to live. We're wrong, of course, but it doesn't matter. It's too late.
Morrison's discussion of beauty in the black community reminds us that we are all responsible for destroying others who fall short. We create damaged little black girls like Pecola by forcing these standards and mistreating them, just as her peers, teachers, and parents did. I definitely change my hair from time to time, but I always go back to the straight long hair look. I used to think that I liked my hair straight because it looked better that way. Morrison has forced me to understand why I like my hair this way. My social conditioning has made this the standard, what makes me feel normal, and what keeps me from being called out by my family. There are many ways for black women to fit in and mask any physical shortcomings from the world. But because they are able to conform a bit easier, does not mean that they are not internalizing the same standards that will determine how others see and treat them, which is probably just as dangerous.